Hi everyone, and welcome to the first 12 by 12 layout that I'm doing for myself. Wasn't sure where to start, and I thought about starting where my sister left off for my daughter, but then I found all these old photos that I printed out and haven't done anything with. I haven't put them in a photo album or anything. And I found this really, really cool photo, as you can see, from my trip to Las Vegas, and this is of the Bellagio fountain, and I thought it was really pretty and worth a full page document. So I've just gone through the papers that I had out of a pack and chosen this beautiful mint with writing on the back of it. Oh, sorry, not on the back of it. White writing on it. And I also found in it actually comes in a kit, this white frame that I've put around the photo, and the writing and the frame actually reminded me of, inside the actual hotel. So those are the three things that I work with and wanted to definitely have in the photo. So then what I've done is gone through my stash of off-cut papers and had a look through those. And now I decide that I want to go on a diagonal and try and use the Vicky Bouton acrylic paints that have just come out on this layout, because I wanted to put something or some different colours in other than the mint. So I wanted to try and put in the pink, and so that's what I'm doing here, is just putting it on some card to see how it will come out, the colours. And those offcuts, I've just measured that to make sure that I can get it the same size. So here I am just putting gesso on the layout so I can then, just to make it a bit whiter, so when I put the paint on, you'll be able to see it a lot better. But you'll see later on that I actually end up changing it because I didn't like it. And I've left it in here just so you can see what I've done. So as you can see, I've put the pink on a stencil, and I just rolled it on to have some little pink hearts peeking out from both sides. And here you see me going back over it with white gesso because I decide I actually don't like it 4 times, just so that I can keep the whole process in here for you guys. But let me know if it's your thoughts on it, because I know that it makes some people sick, so being too fast. So yeah, it would be good if you could just let me know what you think of the video and where I can improve. So I've used the 2 bits of scrap paper and covering it up with the photo, and I've tried to put it off centre, just not have it right in the middle. And I've just used a piece of craft coloured like a little envelope thing, which was also in the kit, just to pop this tag in. This is a tag from a Maggie Holmes collection, which I thought the colours went nicely with this layout, and I'm going to use it as my hidden journaling spot to the left there. Then this is a piece of paper that I picked out of the offcut stash that I had, and I thought that this colour here with the pattern just worked really, really lovely with everything going on. So that's how I bought the sort of pinkish colour, the other tone that I wanted to bring into this layout, rather than just having mint. And the strip behind is sort of a grey greenish colour. So now I'm just going through all my embellishments, because I'm happy with how it's all laid out, just to put those final touches on and seeing how I like those. Now, I really liked this card that I had to the right there, which was out of a Project Life kit. And I fuss around with that for ages, really wanting it to stay on the page, because I really thought that would be a good title, but it just really didn't work for me. And I also really wanted to use a sparkly bit of material that I had there, but that didn't make it on the page either. I tried to hole punch it to see if it would turn into the word love so that it could be my title, but that didn't work. So tip for people, material does not go through a hole punch. I have tried. So then I go through this chipboard stash that I had got from my sisters, and I actually went through it and I thought it actually looks really cool with it. So I decided to go through there and pick out, see if there was anything that would work with this layout, and I found the word beautiful, and I thought that's perfect, because it is. It was just such a beautiful photo. It was a beautiful moment. You know, it was so warm, and you know, all the people around us just watching, it was just beautiful. No other words for it. So now I've made a decision on how I want things to be. So I'm just sticking everything down, and note to self, make sure the gesso is completely dry before you try and work on it, because the left hand side was sort of stuck there a bit, and I ripped the paper behind it a little bit when I was trying to stick it down. But that's what you get when you're just doing things. Okay, so I'm just sticking all of this down, making sure I like how, and I haven't, with the banner at the top, going down and across, I haven't stuck it all the way down, just in case I want to tuck things under there at all. So that's why I've just, done it like that. I can always go back later and put more adhesive if I want to. Okay, so I'm happy with my layout, and I'm still fussing around with embellishments. And I really wanted to get these on the page, the rose gold sort of embellishments. And it's about here that my daughter decides to climb all over my neck, and because she wants to help, which is really cute. But yeah, those embellishments don't make it on the page. And I keep fussing around with everything, just trying to figure out what I like on there. So I'm really liking these wood veneer. I think I called them something else earlier, I can't even remember, embellishments. And there's also the sticker sheet that goes with the rose gold embellishments that I was just looking through the words to see if anything went with it, and yes, there were. They were perfect. So I put just under the title, beautiful, it says, just the right mix of chaos and love. Celebrate the good times and friends. And I thought that was just really perfect, because we're in Las Vegas and it was chaos, but we had such an amazing time and we just loved it. And yeah, I'm celebrating the good times now. And I went with one of my friends, And yeah, we made lots of new friends, which was really cool. Yeah, just a very beautiful moment there. So those make it onto the page. So we've got our sort of the two-tone, the pinks, the rose gold and the mint. And here I am putting some more gesso on because you can still slightly see the pink that I'd done earlier. So I just put more gesso on and tried to make it thicker with the spatula, and then just use the roller just to make it uneven so it didn't have like straight lines. Okay, so I'm nearly at the end, so I'm just adhering all the rest of the embellishments that I decided to put on here. So I'm using the rose gold Nouveau, what are they, crystal drops? Yeah, crystal drops, Nouveau crystal drops on there, keeping all the tones together. And I've also found some white shapes with some sort of brownish pinkish writing on it, which tones in really nicely as well, just to give it some more texture and dimension, and added interest to the page. And I'll just continue to adhere all the rest of these embellishments on. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And I'll be doing more layouts of my daughter and my family from now on, and I'm going to aim to try and do at least one a week. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're wanting to watch those, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.